in his collected body of work, Self-Inform Your Mind, not once, but twice, describes Planet X as being on a crash course with Earth. So what do the two authentic websites he cites say about this? As the publisher of Yowza.com, I will state clearly, and for the record, that we have never said or even intimated that Planet X is on a crash course with Earth. Furthermore, as the co-author and publisher of Planet X Forecast and 2012 Survival Guide, we never say or intimate that Planet X is on a crash course with Earth. On Jason Martell's xfacts.com site, he only discusses an impact between Earth and Planet X in the context of a theory that a collision may have occurred when Earth was a larger, primitive planet. As with our own Yowza.com website and our book, Planet X Forecast and 2012 Survival Guide, Jason Martell never says or intimates that Planet X is on a crash course with Earth. So why is this an issue? Earlier we discussed the goal of disinformation, that being to disrupt or paralyze a public debate by leading people down unproductive rabbit holes and by discrediting valid information sources. The phrase crash course is a tactic that we call front-loaded debunking. It offers disinformation operatives an easy way to discredit honest sources. In this case, they've used Self-Inform Your Mind to link an emotionally charged falsehood to both us and Jason Martell. So how was this done? Whoever fed Self-Inform Your Mind the images in his videos also subliminally coached him through a constant repetition of these front-loaded debunking phrases. The result was a powerful public diminution of two websites that Self-Inform Your Mind says he believes to be authentic. The lesson here, folks, is that words are powerful, and each and every one should be treated as a pearl. Yes, wordplay is a very subtle disinformation tool, and it is one of the most effective. To show you how effective wordplay can be, let's take a look at a recent Planet X story that appeared in the mainstream scientific media and was linked on drudgereport.com. It is important to keep in mind that the term Planet X has no numerical significance. Planet X is a generic term for any undiscovered planet in our solar system. And in February 2008, the Kobe University website in Japan announced a new Planet X article that will appear in the April 2008 issue of the Astronomical Journal. In that article, they clearly state, the results strongly suggest the presence of a yet unknown massive planet in the solar system. With the upcoming future sky surveys, we can expect the planet to be found within 5 to 10 years. Or in other words, what the Japanese are saying is, hey folks, we think it could be there and we might just find it sometime in the next decade. And that is a reasonable way to approach it. But that's not how the story was played on this side of the Pacific. On the prestigious Phys.org.com website published for serious mainstream science, the headline blares out, Japanese scientists eye new planet. So how was this headline received by the typical drudgereport.com reader? Essentially, it came across as, holy cow, folks, those darn clever Japanese astronomers have observed Planet X. Yup, they found it. Subsequently, our email was flooded with letters from people who never bothered to read the article. They just read the headline and jumped to a conclusion about what they wanted to believe. And that, folks, is the awesome power of subtle wordplay. And here's the kicker. Disinformation operatives use these wordplay mind tricks time and again. As they craft misleading headlines, new operatives must wonder how long it will take before the public wakes up and stops acting as though it's as dumb as a sack of hammers. But in time, they just stop wondering. And here's why. They get away with it time and again, not because they're clever. They get away with it time and again because much of the public is sorry to say easy marks. Now that you know, let's talk about what's really happening. Most folks think that Planet X is about survival of the fittest. And in the context of a Planet X flyby, that will certainly be the case during the worst of it. While this lovely lady is certainly fit, she's a figment of our consumer society and nothing more. During the worst of the flyby, the fittest who do survive will most likely look like this. Keeping in mind that we're talking about a future time, what about the present? Or in other words, what is Planet X about today? Today, Planet X is about survival of the richest and the most powerful, and their notions of who will and will not be the fittest to survive. This is why they have as much to gain by using disinformation as our governments. And frankly, the lines between the two are so blurred that one has to wonder if they exist at all. For example, let's discuss someone we all know. Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft and the world's richest computer geek. For those of us who routinely twiddle our thumbs several times a day while rebooting our Windows-based computers, he's not such a hero. However, the financial wizards on Wall Street all love Bill Gates because his stocks pay dividends like a stuck slot machine. But to those who work in Northern California's sunny Silicon Valley area, Bill Gates is thought of in different terms. Well, as they say, you can't please them all. And besides, Bill is busy doing other interesting things. On February 20th, 2000, Bill Gates used his Cascade Investment LLC to buy 8% of Newport News Shipbuilding. And what do they do? Yes, folks, Bill Gates has what every man desires. He has his very own nuclear-powered boy toys. And of course, this means that lovable Bill has now learned the secret handshakes of the rich and powerful elites of the world. And they're having fun together in exciting destinations, like the frozen wastelands of Svalbard, Norway. So where is Svalbard? Svalbard is a popular destination for stranded military pilots and fishermen. Given its proximity to the Arctic, Svalbard is probably not the best place in the world for snorkeling. And your nightly entertainment choices are a DVD player in your room or listening to Olaf and the Codfishers at the local Radisson. But Olaf and the Codfishers are not what drew Bill Gates to this god-forsaken land. Rather, Bill Gates is investing tens of millions of dollars, along with the Rockefeller Foundation, Monsanto Corporation, and numerous others, to create the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. The media simply calls it the Doomsday Seed Bank because it will eventually store some 3 million different varieties of seeds. This then begs the question, why is the world's richest geek so interested in seeds?